month is a day away, and as you know, I'm an autism warrior and advocacy person for this community. I have a lot of people in my life that are autistic individuals or, you know, have autism, fall on the spectrum that I love and care for, including family members and obviously my job, which now I'm moving into a little bit of a different role. But anyway, I just wanted to get into more of the tips for caregivers and more of the information about autism and how to best serve individuals on the spectrum. So what I'm going to talk about today is selective mutism. So one of the features of autism and one of the executive functions that suffers the most when a person falls on the spectrum is speech. Okay, and this is a huge deal because obviously everybody we would like our patients to be able to verbalize and communicate what's happening with them, their needs, their wishes, their dreams, all of that. So depending where on the spectrum, the impact can vary, and that's the thing with autism. You know, it is a spectrum, and it's pretty spread out. So you can find somebody that has no issues with engaging in conversation, making requests, and that sort of stuff. But they might struggle with knowing when to talk, how to wait for their turn to talk, and that type of thing. But there's the other side of the spectrum where a lot of people think, oh, the autistic person can't talk, and that is not correct. Most of them have the ability to talk and use speech, but you remember, for a lot of them, they are receiving so much input at all times that even the act of speaking can be overstimulating, or having to hold the conversation becomes overwhelming because they don't have all the control, they don't have all the variables, so it becomes a little distressing to them. Also, you know, you are going to emit sounds. It becomes a little aversive because they know the other person is going to use a lot of words, and for them it's difficult to process when you're just throwing information at them. They struggle. They process a little bit different than a neurotypical person, and that's why they do so much better with the visuals than they do with speech. So if you do have an autistic person that you care for that is not speaking at all, obviously speech therapy is an amazing resource for that, but you can also do your homework and research selective mutism, because a lot of them are making a conscious, well, a semi-conscious choice to not speak, and that is okay as long as they have tools to be able to verbalize and communicate what they need. And that's where the PEC system comes in. A lot of the new technology devices, there's a lot of new tablets and other resources that are made for autistic individuals to be able to communicate. Now, obviously, this is something that has to happen with a little bit of, how can I put it? It can become an amazing tool, but it can also become a crutch, because the autistic individual, if they see that their needs are being met, then there's no incentive to use speech, because they are communicating what they need, you know, in a nonverbal way and their needs are being met. So that's just logical. Like, why would I talk if I'm getting what I need? So it's a very delicate balance to use these resources to kind of like get the patient out of selective mutism versus going overboard, and now you're taking away from their ability to use speech because they have all these other tools that they can use. So again, I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about that. I wanted to bring it to people's attention that, you know, whenever you encounter a person with autism or autistic person and they are not using speech, it does not mean that they're completely nonverbal. It does not mean that they lack the capacity. A lot of the times, it means they're making a choice. They're choosing to communicate in a nonverbal way. So in order to encourage, we can always use interventions and moments that are meaningful to them to engage in conversation. So an example of that could be whenever you're going to go brush your teeth. You can have the patient, if it's something that they enjoy, you know, you can break it down and have the patient tell you what the steps are to complete that task. Or even better, a lot of autism individuals have certain topics that they love and they put all their attention into. So you can engage in conversation that way. If you know that your autistic person loves dinosaurs or loves space and astronauts, if they love food, you can always use those to engage and encourage the use of speech during meaningful activities. And then eventually they'll be using speech in activities that might not be preferred, but when they realize that they can get their point across a little bit easier, they will then engage in using speech a little bit more frequently. But please do understand that a lot of them, it's not that they lack the ability. It's not that they can't speak. It's not that they don't understand what you're telling them. Trust me, they might process a little bit different, but they know. It is a choice they're making, and we have to respect it, but we also have to provide them with the tools needed in order to get their needs taken care of. So that's it for today. I just want to thank everybody that's been joining the videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm just trying to build a community around neurodivergent individuals and the people that care for them. Shout out to my new subscribers and all of my subscribers. Thank you so much for giving a little bit of your time and supporting the channel. And please engage in the chat. Hello. I'm gonna mess up your name. I'm so sorry, Rikeo. Hello. Thank you for joining the live. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much again, and as always, stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Show each other grace. Practice kindness, and I'll be talking to you guys very soon. Bye.